Lila had always heard the stories of the dramatic change happening in Africa. She had heard of the days when the air was dirty, the roads were bumpy, and the infrastructure was crumbling. But when she finally got to Africa for a work assignment, it was a big surprise to her how much things had changed. She walked down the streets and she breathed in the most refreshing air with the scent of flowering trees around. The roads were smooth and the streetlights perfectly illuminated every corner. Everywhere she looked, construction projects were underway and the hum of industry was in the air. She felt amazed that the African Industrial Revolution was in full swing. Lila could not believe what was once a village was transformed into a city, and the people who had once struggled to make ends meet were now driving fancy cars, running businesses, and living better lives. She wondered how it had all happened, and was intrigued to know how these changes were implemented. In the few days that she had been in the city, she was impressed with how well the city was being maintained. The streets were spotless, and even the water in the drains that flowed through the city was crystal clear. Lila asked her guide, "How did Africa make such a huge transformation?" To which he replied, "We had a vision of a better future, and we worked hard to achieve it." The government of the country had developed a plan, and while it wasn't perfect, it had prioritized infrastructure and trade. Billions of dollars had been invested in renewable energy, education, and healthcare for its people. The policymakers had prioritized the construction of new railway lines, airports, and roads to help facilitate efficient transportation of goods and services throughout the country. So much had changed in Africa, and what was once seen as impossible was now being accomplished. There was a rush of new businesses setting up shop in the country, and there had been an explosion of new technology being invented and being used in the country. The people of Africa were happy and proud of the progress their country had made. Lila felt grateful that she was there to see the progress and experience a beautiful city that was well kept, had fresh air, and that was part of the vibrant industrial revolution taking place in Africa. She knew this was only the beginning of Africa's progress, and the future was brighter than ever.